start our practice at the back of our mat. Coming into child's pose, knees wide, toes touch, rest your forehead down. You let your arms drape alongside of you and start to take a few breaths, nice and slow, in and out through your nose. And now you can take your arms in front, coming up on your fingertips and pressing them into the mat. Feeling into your armpits and your shoulder girdle here. Keep the breath moving and then come to all fours. Taking your shoulders directly over your wrists. Splay your hands wide, press into the first knuckle, and fingers are facing forward. Hips are right over your knees. Toes are untucked. Deep breath in. Round up into Mad Cat on the exhale. And then on the inhale, reverse that. Look forward. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, round up. Mad Cat, separate the scapula, tuck the tail. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, round up. Mad Cat, tuck, 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 chin to sternum. Inhale, cow tilt. Exhale, this time tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Walk your hands a little bit forward so that you're in upside down V. Hips are high. Come up on your toes and then reach the heels down towards the mat. You can keep a soft bend in your knees if you like. Pressing forward and down in the hands. Draw the tailbone away. And then come forward to the top of a push-up. Pressing into your hands, again, shoulders over wrists. Toes are slightly in front of your heels, engaging your core, and exhaling back to downward facing dog. You really have to feel into your downward facing dog. So just feel the sits bones separating and softening. And then feel free to walk out the dog, bending one knee and then the other, dropping the opposite heel down. This is called walking your dog. Left and right, left and right. Coming up way up on your toes, dropping your torso towards your thighs. Hips are high and then heels reach towards the mat. Now find a little stillness here. Find the breath. And then walk your hands back to your feet. And let everything go here. This is called waterfall. Shake out your head. No, yes, no. You can hold opposite elbows and soften the knees. This is a passive posture. Take the shape and just let gravity work its magic. Breathe into the back body and the hamstrings here, letting everything go. Release your hands and come into a flat back. So maybe your hands come to your shins, maybe they come to the floor with a nice flat back on the inhale. And exhale, fold in, tucking the chin to the sternum. And inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Soften your knees and roll up one vertebra at a time, keeping the head heavy and the last to come up. And then shrug your shoulders up and back, up and back. Keep the breath moving. So your feet here are directly under your hips. You can rock forward and back on your toes. I like to check the distance between my feet with two fists, and your feet are parallel. Just for these few half sun salutations, my chin is parallel to the floor, to the earth. Palms are open. And then we're going to inhale and rise our arms to the sky. Take the gaze to the sky. Swan dive, fold low. Chin tucks towards the sternum. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold into forward fold, and then inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to the heart, thumbs to the sternum. Then the hands come down and inhale up, gaze up. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way over. Tuck the chin. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And then root to rise. Rise up, look up, hands to the heart, thumbs to sternum here. And release your hands down by your sides. Inhale, take the arms to the sky, and exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale to a flat back, and exhale, bend the knees and walk the hands forward to the top of a push-up. Again, take the knees down, shift the weight forward, take the elbows in towards the body and lower down. Take your nipples to your thumbs, untuck your toes. And inhale, lift the heart as much as you can, not a lot of weight in the hands. Lower down. Inhale, lift, and then play by taking your hands off and see how much of your low back is doing the work. Exhale down and inhale up a couple more times. Exhale down, replace your hands, press through all fours, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Shake out your head. Come up on your toes and down on your heels. And breathe. Take the right leg to the sky. On the exhale, draw the knee under the body and step to your right thumb. Down on your back knee. Untuck the back toe and take the arms to the sky for low lunge. Gaze to the sky. Hands come down. Tuck the back toe under, plank pose. Back to downward facing dog and take the left leg up. Draw the knee under the body, step to the left thumb, down on the back knee, arms to the sky, gaze to the sky. Hands come down, back toe tucks, back to your plank pose, and downward facing dog. Good. Inhale to a plank, exhale, child's pose. Let's take a break. Just rest here. Breathing nice and slow, in and out through your nose. And since we were on our wrists, we'll take our hands back by our hips and rotate the wrists, playing the fingers, and then replacing the hands and coming up to all fours, and then downward facing dog. Now we're going to walk our hands and our feet to the top of the mat and hang. Softening the knees, grab opposite elbows. Now we'll engage the side body, so bend the right knee and take the weight of the torso over to the right, grounding into the left foot, feeling into the IT band on the left leg. Now you're going to switch sides, bending the left knee and straightening the right leg as well as you can, breathing into the IT band of the right leg. Then come through the center, releasing your arms and rolling up all the way to standing. Take your arms and your gaze to the sky and bring your hands to your heart. Anjali Mudra. And then the hands come down. Now we'll find Tadasana. Toes touch, heels are apart about an inch. Palms are open. Inhale, rise up, gaze up. Little back bend if it feels good to you. And then you'll swan dive forward. Chin tucks. Inhale, flat back, exhale. Right foot steps back, look forward, exhale, downward facing dog. Now we'll inhale to a plank. Exhale, take the knees down and the chest comes between the hands in one line. Untuck the toes and inhale to your baby cobra. Exhale, lower down, Tuck your toes, come through all fours, downward facing dog. Take the right leg to the sky on the inhale. On the exhale, draw the knee under the body. Step to the right thumb, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Take the left foot to meet the right and fold. Inhale to a flat back and then rise up. Bring the hands over the head and then the thumbs to the sternum. Hands come down. Check your feet. Inhale. Rise up, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinge and fold. Inhale to a flat back. Deep bend in the legs, left leg steps back, heart forward, gaze forward, downward facing dog. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, release the knees and the chest comes down between the hands. Inhale to a baby cobra. Exhale, lower, press into your hands, tuck your toes, come through all fours, downward facing dog. Take your left leg to the sky. Exhale to the left thumb. Heart forward, gaze forward. Right foot meets the left and fold. Inhale, flat back. Soften the knees. Inhale, root to rise. Back bend if it feels good. Thumbs to sternum. Back to mountain. Inhale, rise up. Take your hands up over your head and stretch to the right. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale through center. Rise up, stretch up. Both arms over to the left. Couple of breaths. Then rise up, little back bend. Hands come down, knees bend, fold low. Inhale to a flat back and exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. And hands to the heart once more. Bring your hands down, finding mountain pose. Inhale, rise up, gaze up. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, right foot steps back. Now plant the right foot 45 degrees. Take your left hand to your left hip and take the right arm to the sky. Hips are square to the front. Your knee is over your ankle on the front leg, and then the left arm rises to the sky. Tailbone draws down, rooting into both feet evenly. Weight is distributed. Gaze to the sky if you like. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot, stepping back into your plank position. Take the knees down and then the chest. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale, lower down. Again, press through all fours, downward facing dog. We're going to walk our feet to our hands and release. Forward fold. Then inhale, root to rise, arms up overhead, hands to the heart. Back to mountain, and we're going to get that on the other side. Inhale, rise up, gaze up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, deep bend at the knees, left leg steps back. Again, ground the feet. Hips are square to the front. Take your right hand to your hip, and then inhale your left arm to the sky. Ground evenly through both feet. Tailbone draws down. Release the right arm, take it to the sky. Shoulders don't shrug. Remember, keep nice space from the ears to the shoulders. And then take your gaze up between your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Back to your plank. Take your knees down. Chest between your hands in one line. Toes untuck, lift to your cobra. Exhale, lower down through all fours and back to child's pose for a rest. Nice job. Just let go. Good. Walk your hands back, sit up, and sit in a cross-legged position, Sukhasana. Take the arms to the sky and the hands to the heart. Arms to the sky once more. Let's take a twist, right hand to left knee. Look behind your left shoulder. And if you want to deepen the twist, always on the exhale. Then come out and take your arms to the sky. Get that on the other side. Left hand to left knee, right knee. Look behind your right shoulder. Softening everything here, but sitting tall. Good. Unwind. Take the arms up, the hands to the heart. And now we're going to walk our fingers forward for a seated forward fold, letting everything go. Just melting into the earth here. Softening down, letting the breath slow. Coming out and walking your hands back. Go ahead and turn around and lie down on your mat. And stretch your arms over your head and your feet towards one wall, your arms behind you to the other. Full body stretch, inhaling. And exhaling, draw your knees in. Yes, draw your knees in. Pull them close and then draw your nose between your knees, just engaging the core a little bit. Pulling your nose between your knees. Holding for a few breaths. And then letting it go. Feet fall down to the floor and then knees open. Soles of the feet touch for reclined butterfly. Enjoying the softening in the hips and the inner thighs here. Couple of breaths. And when you're ready, you bring your knees together and stretch out long for Shavasana. In Shavasana, you bring your toes to touch, heels to touch, and then your toes fall open naturally and your palms fall open. Arms are close to the body. And here we integrate all of the benefits of our practice in the stillness we call Shavasana. With every breath, we become heavier. Our work is done, and everything falls heavily into the earth. Base of the head and the shoulders, the arms and the hands, our buttocks and our thighs, our ankles and our feet. Our full body relaxes and falls heavily down, releasing any residual tension. Taking our breath there and just releasing here. When you're ready, you'll bring a subtle movement to your fingers and your toes. Turning of the head from side to side, just waking up. Taking your arms over your head for a nice full body stretch once more, inhaling. And then exhaling, letting it out with a ah, drawing your knees in, pulling them nice and close into the torso. Then releasing them and making your way over to one side, resting your cheek on your bicep like a pillow. And if anything has arisen for you during your practice that you are aware that you'd like to let go of, this is where we make that conscious choice to leave what no longer serves us behind us on our mats. And when you're ready, you'll come up to a comfortable seat, closing your eyes just for another few moments, taking a body scan, noticing how you're feeling physically, mentally, and emotionally. Checking in, releasing judgment here. And bringing your hands to your heart, acknowledging your practice, your physical body, your open mind, and your open heart. Good job. Celebrating these little victories. Namaste. Well done.